Hello guys, and welcome to my StamSorc no CP PvP build. This one is called Imlerith, the Tormentor. It's a super fun build to play. I've been playing it the last few days now. Um, High mobility, high sustain, good damage, and a bit of tankiness. Uh, it's gotten good feedback from players that I've fought, like you can see here, like players I've fought or players who have seen me fought. Um, it's something I haven't really played before. Not in this way, at least. Because, like I said, I've just recently come back to this game, and mythics and stuff like that is all new to me. So I'm having just super fun with trying to utilize the mythics on my builds. It's fun. I'm telling you. Um, but yeah, I say we just dive right straight into it. Let's go with the stats first. First of all, I'm a orc. Um, on this one, you could go Nord if you wanted to. You could even go Imperial or Redguard, but for the best results, I would probably go Orc, then Nord. Nord for that extra bit of tankiness. Orc for the speed and damage. Um, as for our attributes, we're going with 20 into health, and we're going 44 into stamina. Um, I tried both with 10, 15 on health, but I felt like it was a bit too low, really. So I ended up on 20, and I feel comfortable running 20. If you feel comfortable running 10, 5, 15, whatever, you do that. But for me, that's the cap right there. As for our max magicka, we got 13k, max health 27k, max stam 27, almost 28k. You might think that 27k is a bit low, and I can kind of agree with that. But on this spell, we don't really need more max stam because we got a good sustain on this build. Our weapon damage unbuffed is 2.7k. This will increase, and we got a lot of damage that won't show up on our weapon damage stat here. So just keep that in mind. It might seem low, but I'm telling you, we're gonna be close to 4k and well above that once we got all our stuff going. Um, this is all unbuffed, by the way, and I'm in a PvP environment now, so I probably got a bit of buffs that I usually don't have. But unbuffed physical and spell resistance is 15k. It's not much, but that too will increase a bit. As for our Manus, we're rocking the Steed. Increased movement speed by 10% and health recovery. And yeah, I think that's it for the stats. Let me know if you need to know anything else from this one. Let's jump into our skills. So we're running a 2H bow setup here. We got a 2H on our front bar. First skill is Executioner. Um, an execute. A good execute. Helps you just nuke down those weak targets. Our second skill is Distance Swing. I wasn't too sure about running Distance Swing on this build, but I tried Brawler and I tried a few other things, and I felt like Distance Swing, if you can make it hit, it's still good. It's very good if you can just land your Distance Swings. But like I said, I tried Brawler or Carve or whatever, the bleed one. Not the shield one, the bleed one. Third skill is Camouflage Hunter, Major Savagery, and Minor Berserk. When flanking your enemy, a bit of extra damage. We got Streak, good mobility, a good getaway, or a good initiator. I think that's a word. Initiate your fight with the Streak and go full ham. I tried with the Crit Rush, and it wasn't too bad really. Um, you can do a lot of heavy attack crit rush combos even if you're right up in their face for a bit of extra burst. And The thing that appealed to me is that it's always a critical strike, because we're rocking Hurricane and we're rocking Crit Surge, so getting that critical is a bit of extra health. But I ended up with going with Streak for that potential getaway or that potential opener in a fight. Fifth skill is Rally, Major Brutality, Minor Endurance as well. And of course that great Rally, heal over time. That hot. Keep it up at all times. Super important. As for ult, we're going with Dawnbreaker or Smiting. Great burst and great dot. And of course, on every other stem build, these passives right here. Having a Dawnbreaker or a fighter skill bar on your fighter skill on your bar, gives you a bit of extra damage. Back bar, poison injection, a great dot, and as you see, deals up to 100% more damage to enemies with underneath 50% health, so it could help you turn the fight. Second skill is Darkdale. This is just, if you're playing a StamSorc and you don't have Darkdale, you better have super insane sustain and heals. Because like this, in style with Hurricane is probably what makes StamSorc so good. Resource health and stamina. An additional 24 stamina over 20 seconds. So great sustain when running Darkdale. Cost a bit of Magicka, but we got loads of Magicka and Magicka recovery, so that won't be a problem. Third skill, the ultimate stam heal. Vigor. Great heal over time. Try and keep that up as well as often as you can. And Crit Surge. I wasn't too sure on a Crit Surge on this build, but like I said, having Hurricane up and Crit Surge up, it's gonna get you a nice, few free heals if you're, make sure to keep them up. And that's just the only reason. I contemplated, on running several other skills here, like maybe a bow skill, or maybe like I could get ornaments in here somewhere, but I landed on just having those two there for that, tiny bit of extra healing whenever you crit with your Hurricane or any other skill. And yeah, lastly, Hurricane. Increases your physical and spell resistance, and actually gives you a bit of a speed buff as well, so try and keep that one up, yeah. As for alt, we're running Charge Atronach. Not really sure what I would have run here. Maybe the Sigic one. Maybe even if you're in a group that, negate is always an option, but that stun as well is good to have if you're under heavy pressure, so that's why I keep it there. You could also go Dawnbreaker if you wanted to, but I rarely use it unless I really have to. So yeah, Archnock on the back bar. As for our sets, let's just go right into it. Our first set is gonna be a one-piece Smolog Kenna. You could also use one piece Balorg or one piece Veli if you wanted to. It doesn't really matter, but I went for the extra bit of damage, and I'm rocking an infused one here for that extra bit of stam. For our second set, we're rocking Eternal Vigor. This set in OCP is almost a given for me. When I'm up against several proc sets, this set helps me out so much, and I'm not afraid to say it. This set helps me. It carries me sometimes. If I do my things right, if I do, if I fight accurately and I'm focused, I can make this set carry me. it gives you everything you need really, especially on a StamSorc build. Magic recovery, stam recovery, health recovery, and maximum health. As more stamina and magic recovery if you're above 50%, and as 1k health recovery when you're below. So you can see what I mean there when I'm facing multiple proc sets, you know. It surely helps out. And it's in heavy, and you know, it's just good. I'm rocking Infuse on the big piece with a tri-stat. I'm using Impen with the max stam glyph, Impen with the max stam glyph, Impen with the max stam glyph, and Impen with the max stam glyph. You could probably change one of these to well fitted if you wanted to, or even go Infuse on the big piece if you want more, like a tri-stat or something, but I found this setup to work fairly good. It's not really needed, but it's preference, so I understand if you want to do it. It's not like I'm gonna tell you what's wrong or what's not. This is how I play it, so yeah, it's up to you. Our third set is gonna be Spriggans. This set I used to love running it on my Nightblade back in the days with Sword Singer, you know. It was just with the 2H alt. It was a nuke. You can one shot like 30k health tanks back then. 30k back when I played, that was a tank. It's not anymore, but it was when I was playing. Got it well fitted there because in case I want to dodge roll, at least I got a bit of reduced cost, and of course sprint reduced costs. This is a high mobility build, so sprinting is something you will have to do. So I'm rocking Spriggan on the shoulder and on the neck, and one ring, and a 2H maul sharpened with a weapon damage enchantment. For the rings, I haven't gotten to increasing those weapon damage glyphs yet because I've been in a testing phase there, but you know, go on and put that CUDA on, get that weapon damage up a bit. So I'm working robust weapon damage, robust weapon damage. I wouldn't advise going Infuse or something on these, because you kind of need that stamina, unless you want your stamina to be even lower than 27k health. 27k, sorry. If you want more damage, sure, maybe do one, but I would prefer them to stay robust, in my opinion. Just because, you know, you need some stam. You need some stam. You can't go, you know, if you start getting on a 25k stam, that's where, you know, you're gonna have a bit of issues getting combos in and stuff like that. So yeah. 2H on our front bar. On our back bar, we're rocking the Master's Bow. This build is heavily focused around the Master's Bow. You need to keep up that, as you see, increase your weapon damage by 330 against targets affected by your poison arrow. That's your poison injection. So if you dot up someone with your poison injection, your damage against them are gonna increase a lot. So make sure to keep that up, and make sure to fight the people you dot with your poison injection to make the most out of that. We're only defending because it's a back bar. Just a normal absorb stamina enchantment. You could run poison on it. I'm not a poison guy. I don't like poisons. I don't like using poisons. So I'm just rocking a absorb stamina enchantment. So yeah, remember to keep that up and focus the people you dealt with this one. That's gonna make this a lot easier. And lastly, Ring of the Wild Hunt. This is what makes and breaks this build. It's the item that makes this build good. A lot of movement speed, a lot of mobility, and I'm running Swift, as you can see. Increase your movement speed by 7%, even more mobility, and I'm running Recovery glyph on it. You could run damage if you wanted to, if you need more damage, but in my opinion, just keep it Recovery. It's gonna help out a lot. So with this ring, you need to be running around. You need to make yourself hard to hit. Line of sight, kite around, whatever, and make sure to dot up with your Master's Bow and When you feel like you got a window of opportunity, just go full ham. Put that Dawnbreaker on him, Descent Swing, and execute. And once you're done, just streak out, dodge roll, whatever. Just use the movement speed from that this ring gives you to get away and heal up or get your stand back with Dark Deal. So yeah, this one is what makes this build. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe I'll try and buff up here real quick. Give me a second. So as you can see, we got a bit more extra spell resistance. Our weapon damage is 3.2k. Let's try and get a pot going as well. You can see our recovery, almost 2k health, almost 2k stam, 1k magic recovery. You know, we got some high sustain on this one. So yeah, I think that's it for food and potions. Like I said, I'm rocking immovable pots on this one. You could run Tri-Stat if you want to. I don't really see the need because of the 1k magic recovery, and I'm rocking Bewitched Sugar Skulls. You could also go Ethereum Takeover Broth, but you're gonna lose a bit of health, while you're gonna gain a bit more stam recovery if you need that. Not if you need more than 2k recovery, then yeah, sure. But in my opinion, that's just a bit too much. Yeah, I think that's it. If you want to see when I play these builds that I'm posting here on YouTube, make sure to go and follow my Twitch. I'm streaming every other day-ish, kinda. Sometimes, you know, every day. Sometimes, you know, I'll do 2 times a week. It depends, but I'm trying to stick to a schedule here. So yeah, if you want to see this or any other builds that I've made so far, come and take a look. Go and follow my Twitch for notifications when I go live. And I would also like you to, of course, like and subscribe this video. It would help me out a lot as I'm trying to grow on this platform as well. Trying to put my content out there, and you know, if you like it, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. I would surely appreciate that. And tell your friends if you know they're into ESO. So yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your day wherever you are. Take care and stay safe. You know, there are strange times we live in. And yeah, take care. Peace out.